Okay, Coco, you got the moves. I see you. Anyway, hey everyone, welcome to Listen to 4 here, and today we are going to start and continue some more Crash Bandicoot Warped, part of the Crash Bandicoot N Sane Trilogy for the Sony PS4. So, in the last part, you're taking care of the Mystic Warp Room for now. Now, we're going to take care of the more ancient Warp Room. I feel like I should have a name for all these Warp Rooms. Renaissance, Middle Eastern, I should be careful with that one though. Mystic, and Ancient. Anyway, now the route here I'm going to be going for is a little bit different because Sphinxinator actually requires a gem route that requires the gem of Tomb Raider. Another thing, this whole warp room is going to be just with Coco because 2 levels, including the boss, well actually excluding the boss, 2 levels excluding the boss, that's 3, is all required by Coco, so I might as well just go with her throughout the whole warp room. So, this is Coco's time to shine. With that said, let's get warped! Feels good to be back. Anyway, now we're back here in Tomb Raider, and oh yeah, there's something I want to show you guys about that little death tornado spin. How the heck is anyone supposed to know that you can get a speed up off of that? Like, let's look at it again. Look at that. Look at that. What the heck? Anyway, as you probably will tell, as you could probably tell by now with this level, the main theme about this level in particular is the rising and sinking water. Obviously, we can die in the water, so it's not necessarily good for us. But we can still manage through all this just fine because they have these stacks of steel crates. In here, we have to deal with a death route, which means we have to not die at all, now counting the bonus round. Basically not die at all. We're going through all of this in order to get there. Don't worry about it. There's like, other than nitro boxes, there's no real boxes you have to worry about, so you don't have to worry too much about trying to get everything in one go that way. Just get the gem and then get out. Well, I mean out of the death route. If we get out of the warp room, we're going to have to come back, and I definitely don't want to keep backtracking. Aww. Well, actually, nah, it's not worth it. I got like, what, 50 plus lives now? 54 lives, there we go. 55 now. Wait, is it 55 now? It should be. Wow, my math is off. Go, 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 go. Okay. There we go. Now we're on 55. I was correct, I promise. Okay. Woo! There's a lot of things I can mention about the rising water other than the fact that it just rises and sinks. But ultimately, it just rises and sinks. I don't want to touch those nitros because we're right here and I don't want to have any screw-ups, even with Aku. I trust Aku, but I don't trust myself that much in order to commit. But I'm going to have to when it comes to the time trials, because if you want platinum, you're going to have to speed through the level, and if you're going to have to speed through a level of rising and sinking water, you're going to have to put a little bit of faith in yourself. Obviously, you can duck in the water, yet you can't swim in it for some reason. I mean, no, not even swim in it, like, have enough of your body under the water. I'm obviously not going to try it because doing that's a one-hit death. I can't make that. Like, I could have, but, like, with the use of those platforms, but, like I said, I don't trust myself enough to try that. I really should too, cause like, okay, I'm still gonna make that, no problem. And now, that gem is mine. Oh, that poor laptop. If it's a Dell, it's over. Go, go, go! Oh, okay. Okay, I can make that. I can make that. I can make that. I can make that. I can make it. There we go. The trust is real now. Okay. Okay, we got the checkpoint. Nice. Oh no, I forgot. Yes! Oh, I forgot about that switch over there. Oh, this level, even at like back then as a kid, it terrified the living crap out of me. With the fact that you could possibly just jump in the water and immediately drown. Keep in mind that back then I didn't know how to swim, so even now it's terrifying off of the principle that, you know, you drown immediately and you die. And that's pretty much it. Speaking of that shit, this is the end of the level. 66 boxes. Now turn into 88. And we are out of here. Hey, quick question. If you ever missed like 4 boxes when you try to get everything and you couldn't get the box gem, have you ever wondered where those 4 boxes were? Answer solved. Anyway, if you're wondering where I got the answered solved thing from, it's I think it was like from one of the episodes of Duckman. I've been binging the crap out of that show recently, like yesterday even. So far I'm only up to like episode 15, I think. I still think the episode about the comedy was the best one they had. Okay, I can make that. Not like Death Matters now because you got a gem root as opposed to just a normal death root. Saying not that death matters is like a blessing and a curse. And I'm not saying curse because we're in this level at all, I promise. I can make that, I can make that. One thing I have always hated with the camera in this, like especially the Egyptian type levels, is that the camera will always, and I mean always, whenever the door's about to close on you, it always gets so close to the point where you could possibly die from it. Should I go for a checkpoint or nah? Something to note: if you want everything in this level, you see the gem root will provide you these steel checkboxes. Don't hit those. Like you can touch them, but you can't. Don't spin on them. Don't jump on them. If you do, and if you want to try dying early, you gotta leave the level if you hit it early. So don't hit any of those. It's pretty easy, so you don't have to worry too much about dying here, unless you got some bad luck involved, in which case I hope that changes to good soon enough. There we go. Come on. Oh, okay, I guess you won't do it now. These doors are unreliable even when you want them to kill you. Okay, I can't make that because I didn't get the glitch jump on that second one. Now, you're probably wondering, Anton, you could just spin the boxes below the crate, and you'll be able to get all the Wumpa fruit. Since I did mention earlier that Wumpa fruit is like my favorite thing about this game, about the Crash games, really. Like, I've always been wondering what they taste like, and even in those commercials they have for Crash of the Titans, I've always wondered what they tasted like. But the other thing about this is, if I do try to spin the crate, I'll end up hitting the TNT because the hitbox of the spin is now modified thanks to the Death Tornado spin. Or I think as it's called now, the Savage Hurricane spin kick? Well, not spin kick, but Savage Hurricane kick. I think it's a missed opportunity to call it Leaf Hurricane kick, but enough of that, enough of that. This is like my second favorite. See what I mean? Even when I was aiming for the one in the lower one, I wasn't able to get that. I won't get the extra life either. I should be able to get almost, I think, 60 or something like that off of this level. Nope, not even 60 now. Close. I was close. But I do get an extra life, so. Oh, 61? Good lord. First off, let's take away the danger real quick. There we go. Yeah, you can jump on them for free when you want some Wumpa fruit. There'd be some more I'd do that to, but oh, I wanted to try getting all that as much as possible, but I guess that's not meant to be. They won't hit you past this door though. Anyway.
So, Crash Bandicoot, we meet again. Uka and Dr. Cortex want me to teach you a lesson. Well, I made a few modifications to my mechanics since our last encounter. So back off or be deleted.
Now, if you're wondering about the commentary I've been having so far with this part, it's because I'm making some references towards the last attempt I had for this one. There were some flaws with the gameplay on that, not necessarily recording, but just overall gameplay. But the main thing about it is that the reason why I couldn't go through with that attempt instead is because when I tried putting it into editing, the audio clips were all scattered because of this rather faulty headset going on. I will plan on getting a better one soon, but for the time being... Oh, we already got 8 boxes? Good lord. But for the time being, I will show some clips of the flubbed attempt on the audio clips that actually did work out. So, you'll still see some hilarity, hopefully. Even though it's at my expense. Got him. The only thing that sucks is that there's no way to go any faster on this thing. There is a level where if you do this, you can go faster, but that's within that little area. That hush hush warp room we'll talk about later. And I do mean the emphasis on hush hush. You know, I'll still show off those clips, but I'll probably put them at like the end of the video. Anyway, tell no tales. I wonder what they're referencing at that. Okay. Careful with these guys. The dreaded seagull. Move. You definitely want to give him some space because there is a bit of a hitbox on that seagull, and if you touch the seagull while he's on the box, you'll get the box, but if you don't have an Aku, it's going to count as a death because the seagull will just keep poking at you. A shortcut? Are there any boxes over there? Oh, what the heck? They want you to take a shortcut, but there's a box right there. Unless it's not a time trial box. I mean, unless it is a time trial box, there's no reason to go for that. But I digress. The yellow arrow for some reason helps me think that this is like some type of slower yet and sea themed level of Crazy Taxi. If any of you have played that, I swear, like, there's just so many Sega games I could think about playing for this channel. Like, just, I mean, there's Puyo Puyo Tetris, which I have been playing that game a lot, so there's a good possibility that could be happening. Probably not next though. Actually, that could happen next because I don't think there's much else other than you know, dealing with the other 2 games of the trilogy. Just like I did with the Crash Nitro Kart playthrough, I will try to space out between the games, like do different games, and then I'll jump back into Crash Bandicoot. Simply because I just want to give a little bit of a break when it comes to the Crash titles. They always, like, when you try playing all of a Crash title, in this game, technically the trilogy, like all 3 games of this title, it can feel a bit weary, especially if you try practicing for time trials and stuff like that. You gotta space it out sometimes. I just don't know what I'll take care of to substitute for the games I could be playing of the trilogy. Like, could I be playing Puyo Puyo Tetris some more? Because I definitely love that game. Like, if you've seen my Twitter, and if you've seen how much time I put onto the Switch, in fact, I'll even... Oh no. In fact, I'll even put, like, a screenshot of the playtime I have on that game. You will know just how much I've been playing that in contrast to, like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and stuff like that. But I have no Aku. This is definitely... I touched the crystal. I don't want to get struck. I'm glad the ores don't have a hitbox. Oh God. I don't know, like, I'm not trying to sound like I'm being... I hope I don't sound a bit over dramatic with the bombs, but when they move, especially towards you, it scares the everlasting crap out of me. Somehow more than the shark and Johnny 2 Chains. But at least we're at the end of the level, so that doesn't matter. Hey, and here we go. This is it, guys. The final theme level shown to us in the entire game, like at least main theme, the future. I mean, let's be honest, we all expected this to be the last thing. But back in the day, just seeing this was still kind of cool. And the fact that we're actually getting closer to something like this in the present time is actually pretty cool. Because then we could be saying, hey, we live in the future, I guess you could say. That is, if we do ever manage to make some type of way of dealing with time manipulation and stuff like that. I don't think it's possible. But if it does happen, I swear, the first thing I'm going to be saying is, well, not to my past self, because there could still be that principle of time that you must not intersect with yourself when it comes to 2 separate timelines and stuff like that. Actually, you know what? I just remembered, this level you can't get either of the gems because of the same hidden route they will find when it comes to Hang 'em High. You know, that level in WARPED 2. So, you won't see me go for all the boxes now, but when we do get that hidden route, you'll thank me. Probably. Whoa! I slid under that. Like, under the beam. Like, the beam wasn't even out yet. I don't trust myself to make that. Especially since the checkpoint was right there. Commitment is one thing I have a trouble, is like the most troubling thing when it comes to Crash games. Not necessarily the problem of the game itself, but it's my kind of problem with it. I don't trust the pads. Like in this, like look at this. Hold on a second. Pay attention to that TNT in the far right. I would have hit the TNT and died. And even if I just jump straight towards it, oh, there's the bonus, by the way. Even if I manage to jump straight towards it, I don't trust it. But the one terrifying thing that's not, well, not the most terrifying thing of this level in particular, just in general, is the freaking jumping nitros. That killed my run in Ruination. I had the best, like, well, not the best, like, not time, like, in terms of, like, leaderboards or whatever. I had the best timing for that level. And yet, the last nitro I could have possibly avoided, the last one, it jumped on me and it killed me. Well, I mean, obviously it jumped up, not jumped, like, towards me, but it jumped up and killed me. I got so frustrated at that.
So, you want to go a few rounds? When this is over, we'll see who is obsolete.
How much is Crash hurt you, engine? Now this is an entirely different level that we'll pretty much never see again. Until we play like, I don't know, Crash Bandicoot XX or something. But yeah, all you gotta do, if you haven't played Crash 2 or the original Warped, is you just gotta shoot these parts down when they're vulnerable. And they're open very frequently, so especially the missiles. So all you gotta do is just shoot those down. And then shoot the missiles down. I prefer you shoot the missiles first and then the machine guns, because like you can just angle the machine gun and shoot those out just fine. It's just that while you're dodging, it's gonna be difficult to try to aim. The game even acknowledges this too, so it's like you either try taking some hits or you just try to get out of the way and just try to perfect it in some way, shape, or form. Okay, pull it out. Take some hits. There we go. Oh yeah, did I mention there's 2 phases to this boss? And somehow Purah can drive that. But hey, we got more fire too. And so does he. Let's go. You can't shoot the other one. Like, that one's I think that one's automatically controlled by Purah, so there's nothing you can do there. Unless let's see. Okay, so you can control both of them if you hold X. Alright. But yeah, this boss is pretty easy. Just hold X throughout the whole thing. Pretty free. Especially these things. These things are just like just shoot the things on the sides and then shoot the missiles. The missiles are super free to hit. Like not the missiles, but the missile path they're coming from. And now it's free. It's over. That's it. Fruit Bazooka. To fire fruit at a target, hold L2 to raise gun, aim with directional buttons, and press circle to fire. Let's get out of here.
It's funny how history repeats itself. Yet again, Engine has failed to defeat you.
What? For this we must destroy you!
Oh, my aching head. I'm not feeling myself these days. So the end is in sight. Gather another 5 crystals, and again you will have foiled my plan. Or will you?
He's a little tricky right now. Alright, so we've done as much as we can with this warp room. And now, the 5th warp room of the game. I can't believe we're almost done with the main portion of the game. So soon, too. And now, the future. The final frontier of how our civilization will run. At least for everyone that's alive right now. Because I feel like in another 100 or so years, there's going to be some type of other civilization. And unless there's a way before then that we could find a way to preserve ourselves for like hundreds if not thousands of years, it's unfortunate that we're not going to be around to see that new civilization. But enough of the somewhat depressing stuff. We're here to look at these levels. Orange asphalt is going to kill me when it comes to relic times. Flaming passion. What was this one? Oh, this one's gonna kill me too. But I just don't have a good route for that one when it comes to the platinum relics. And bug light. Fairly simple. Just gather 5 more crystals. Wait. Oh yeah. Spoilers for this one, we can't get one of the other gems. Anyway. That's it. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk to you about. So this is Anthon with Force on. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna switch back to Crash. And well, yeah, see ya. Let's see, this Death Fruit has no boxes, but it unfortunately has a crap ton of water, so I swear it double jumped! Oh well, it was in the Death Fruit, so it doesn't count. We can go right back into it. Like what, 57? If this were Rafa Cortex, I think by now I would have had 99 lives. Oh! What? That touched? Oh my god. I always thought those were like mere... Okay, I could slide through. Sliding in the nails. Oh, I missed. Wait, what? What? It went through the door. I'm so... Oh my god.